I'm in the high tunnel. I just wanted to show you something real fast. These are walking onions, and it's late March and they are really starting to take off inside the high tunnel. And I wanted to show you what this looks like. I'm pulling away some of the mulch that we put down in the late fall, and you can see here they've put out a lot of new growth. I'm trying to dig down to the bulb, but this is a great time to move these around. So these stalks popped up last year in the fall with the seed heads. You know, they're quite large, and I harvested those, and then the plants died back in the winter, went into dormancy, and now this is what's happening. And you can come in here with a hori-hori or a knife and you can cut these apart. And as long as you get a little bit of root on the bottom of each one of these, you're going to have a new walking onion plant. And so I'm going to be digging some of these up and moving them around. So I just used a hori-hori and I cut a small circle around, and I'm just going to pull these out. And would you look at this? There's a lot of wood chips, so the bulbs are quite deep, but now these are very easy to divide. And so, for example, you can pull this apart and you can just plant this, and you'll have two walking onions coming out of this kind of one spot. But if you took your time and you peeled back some of the skin, you could actually which I recommend you do, you could actually separate this, and this would give you 4 plants. And this will produce a big bulb of many different little bulbules that you can use to plant more walking onions. But if you leave it in the ground, it'll turn into this, and sometimes it'll have 3 or 4 coming out, and you can just pull the skin away and you can separate them. And this gives you the opportunity to divide your onions through 2 different methods. One, you can split them when they start to vegetatively grow, and then move them, maybe cut the tops in order to stimulate more root production if you do that when they're growing. And you can also transplant and move the bulbs that come out of the seed heads. I love this plant. You get to have onions all the time, and you don't have to plant them over and over again. You just have to move them around, which really couldn't be easier. So what's in my hand right here would turn into an entire patch within just a couple years. I love walking onions.